Hello everyone, this is Bubba Drew, and I am in Gary's mod again to test out some SimPhys vehicles. But first and foremost, I have to apologize for my last video. It was not the best comeback video. As you probably already noticed, there was a lot of audio balancing difficulties. The game was a lot louder than my commentary, so I might actually revisit that game at some point. But, now that we're here, let's check out some SimPhys cars. There's a cross on top of that mountain. Let's check out some SimPhys cars. To start out with, we have the Oceanic from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's a 50s inspired car. I believe the real car it's based off of is the Dodge 880, but since it's using GTA, you can't do licensed cars because car brands don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I painted it red so it has a bit more flair, and I think it looks pretty good like this. I also must apologize, the game might lag because Loilo doesn't really like to be in Gary's mod very much. But for those of you who do not remember what SimPhys is, what it is it's a... that's a crash right there. It is a new kind of driving engine for Gary's mod, because the default Half-Life 2 driving physics were a little bit simplified, but, you know, they were alright for the game that it was used in. This has a crash. This is a bit more advanced. The cars have proper suspension, and you can drift them too, even though this isn't the best car to test that out. You can peel out, you can go full throttle, you can operate headlights and horns, as you can hear there. And yeah, it's overall a really good mod pack, and there's several add-ons for it too. I figured this would be a good car to open the video off with, because I like the cars that are in San Andreas. I think they're really cool. Let me just spawn in another one here. There goes the camera. Also, for those that are wondering, the map I am in is called Gary's Mod Valley, which is a pretty decent but kind of small map. I chose it because it has that Half-Life aesthetic that I really like, being kind of dull and industrial and all that. So yeah, that's a pretty cool map if you want to check it out. On to the next car. And your eyes do not deceive you. This is Brian's Toyota Supra from the first Fast and Furious movie. I believe this model may have been taken from Forza and ported into Gary's mod, but I don't know. Actually, some of the textures are a little bit lower than I would expect from a Forza game, but who knows. Let's just get in and drive it. This car might be a little loud, so you might have a little bit of trouble hearing me. I don't know, we'll have to see. Another thing that I really like about SimPhys is that, there's like a rip in space-time there, is that all the cars handle differently, and you can upgrade them too. Although I doubt that a Toyota Supra would be able to handle this off-road terrain like it is right now. With that pothole. I'm sure I can demonstrate drifting better with this car too. Okay, that wasn't really good drift, but oh well. There we go, that's more like it. I'm still spun out though. It's cool to see this car in this game. It's cool for role-playing too. Actually, I think it'd be a struggle to get SimPhys working in a role-play server with Gary's mod. Oh, another thing I really like to do, because the mod allows it, you can do standing burnouts. Okay, never mind, this car does not want me to do that. It's somehow against burnouts. It doesn't even do it when it's going, what the heck. Oh well. I guess we'll have to check out another car to see if I can do that. this right here is more like it. This is the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard, as many of you already know. It's also pretty loud, and it's more than willing to do burnouts and drifts. Oh, jeez. Doesn't like it when I push more than 3 keys. Now, we have to go to the lower part of the map and do some jumps. Actually, you know what? Are there like any drop-offs nearby? Maybe I could just do something like that. Drive right off like this. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's a survivable jump right there. As is this. Just did a pirouette. It's funny. But yeah. General Lee is in Gmod in SimPhys. I gotta say, I love the add-ons that people come up with for this base, this mod. Well, I feel like I should have chosen a better map for this car. Oh, well, I'm sticking to this. Love the engine sound of it, too. It's basically the same as the base Dodge Charger, but it's a proper sound, because General Lee's a Charger, as is pretty obvious. Gotta hit a bigger jump. Okay, that's pretty big. Also, another thing you can do, that's water. Well then. Anyway, choosing another car. This right here is a Lada Niva. I actually don't know the number name. Actually, I could check the thing. What is it called? VAZ2121. But it's called the Lada Niva. Honestly, the export name. It's pretty cool. It's from DayZ. I haven't really showed the interior view, so I'm gonna just do the interior view for this one. And it's not necessarily a looker on the outside. Pretty well detailed. It's also pretty fun to do it in first person, but the only problem is that it's not as forgiving when you're in a faster car, because it can spin out pretty easy. If you catch on things, you probably might not be able to see them. Well, I guess we're going down again. Whenever... I don't know what it is about PC games. Whenever there's a fall, I get really antsy. I guess it's because I'm right in front of the screen. I guess you guys get the gist of the first-person camera. Oh, why am I all the way out here? Oh, jeez. Man, this thing looks really agricultural. Look at those wheels. Look like they came off a tractor. Again, this is a Lada. They are pretty basic vehicles. And rugged, too. But there's nothing wrong with that. I like Russian vehicles like this. Cool. And if I ever saw one at a car show, I would definitely stop and ask questions. It's pretty cool. Okay, for some reason the mysterious snowflakes are flying again. I don't know what that's all about, but you can probably see a spoiler in the corner of the screen, and that is because we have an iconic video game vehicle. And this is the BMW M3 GTR from Need for Speed Most Wanted. Gotta say, it's a really cool car. It'd be even cooler looking if the snow would stop, that's for sure. It even has the, once again, the proper engine sound, too. Excuse me for the abrupt cut. There was the computer really wants to update. So I might actually have to cut this video short and just do this one. This is a really cool vehicle. I really like the look of the Most Wanted BMW. It's very, like a lot of the cars you can see in the game that you can get from other people, they're very distinctive. And they have their own style, and they could be, well, they're really just that character's car. But for this is supposed to be the player's car, and it's kind of neutral. like anyone could kind of have this tribal graphics, and I really like that. It's like it could be a bad guy car and it could be a good guy car. That's what I like about it. And it also sounds awesome too. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Okay, I couldn't simply leave the video at that with me crashing it in the water. That's not what you do with this car. Well, I think faster vehicles tend to lag the game a bit more. And it has an interesting engine sound. It doesn't really sound a whole lot like any engine type I've ever heard. What was in this car originally? I mean, I would assume it's a 6, but it doesn't sound like a 6. Yeah, this is a very cool one. I think this is a really cool add-on for SimPhys. Oh, right through the tree. Oh, jeez. But you should totally get SimPhys and get some of the vehicles you see in this video. They're really cool mods, and I believe it should get more attention. And with that being said, I think I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, feel free to leave a comment saying so, and I guess I will talk to you all later.